A very good morning to you. It's Monday morning again and the start of another week. And I don't know about you, but last week I found quite tough. And I thought I would focus my assembly this morning on things that I've been thinking about over the weekend, how to try and improve my mood for this week. There is no doubt about it that we are all experiencing really challenging times at the moment. And I am sure at home you are longing to be back at school, and I'm certainly longing for you all to be back in the castle building again, joining the children that are fortunate enough to be here already. And we've got to work together. We've got to keep ourselves positive. And you will remember an assembly that I did a while ago talking about glass half empty and glass half full. Well, at the moment, and certainly last week, I was feeling rather glass half empty. And I've reflected on this over the course of the weekend and thought, no, I've got to reverse that. I've got to start thinking glass half full, start looking for some more positives and try and lift my mood a little bit more. And I'm sure that you are feeling exactly the same. The first and the most important thing to remember when you're feeling a bit low is that it is not an unusual feeling, and to recognize that and then start to think of some strategies of how you can turn things around. And there are all sorts of ways of improving your mood and making you feel a bit better about the situation that you find yourself in. And I certainly have been reflecting on these over the last couple of days and thinking that as we start Monday morning, it's the start of a fresh week, and I'm going to feel a lot more positive and a lot more upbeat about what's going on, about what's happening in schools, etc. And I want to share a couple of those things with you now, which I hope will help you with how you're feeling. You may well be feeling already upbeat and very happy and loving home learning, and that's fantastic. But there will be times when you're feeling just a little bit low, a little bit demotivated, lacking in energy, and these little tips and suggestions might actually help you as well. So the first thing really is to try and focus on some positives when you're feeling a little bit low. And if we look at our current situation, although we have some light at the end of the tunnel and things are starting to open up and you can see family a little bit more and you are able to go out and about and move around, and that is certainly something to be positive. But we can only control what we can control. We can't wish for things that are out of our control. And for example, I would dearly love to bring you all back to school and have the school buzzing again and hearing your voices in the corridors. And that is out of my control. That is with the scientists and the government, and they are the ones that will be making that decision for when we can bring more children back to school. And so there is no point me getting bogged down with that. What I've got to do is focus on the things that I can control. And that very much is getting the school ready so that as soon as the scientists and the government say that it is safe to bring you back, we are ready to be able to bring you back, and we've got all the various measures and the procedures in place to do that. So that is something that is keeping me positive. It's focusing on a positive, and I'm able to control that. It is also very important not to look too far ahead. And I've been reading a book, or I've got a book which I'm sure many of you have seen or heard, and it's by a chap called Charlie Mackesy, and it's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. So here's the front cover of the book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. As you can see, it's by the author Charlie Mackesy. And if you haven't had a chance or you haven't seen this book before, I certainly recommend having a look. It's got some lovely illustrations and some lovely quotes. And the quote that I want to share with you is this one. "I've learned how to be in the present." "How?" said the boy. "I find a quiet spot and shut my eyes and breathe." "That's good. And then?" "Then I focus." "What do you focus on?" "Cake." said the mole. So what that quote is talking about is the mole is telling the boy not to look too far ahead. And when you are feeling a little bit low or demotivated, to try and focus on something that you look forward to. And in this case, for the mole, it was cake. And so that is another really good way when you're feeling a bit low, when you're feeling a bit, oh golly, this is going to be a long week, or you've got a long piece of work that you've got to do and you just can't see the way through it. You need to focus on something that you're looking forward to, something that you enjoy doing. And that may well be that you're going to play a game, a computer game that you've got to look forward to, that you've been wanting to play, or you're going to watch some television, or you're going to go out for a walk, or you're going to go outside and play football. For me, my focus and sort of thing that I really look forward to is playing golf and cycling. And so I make sure that at the weekend I can get out and play some golf and get out on my bike and cycle. And it's those things that keep me going throughout the week. And you've got something to look forward to at the end of the week. It's not miles ahead. It's not looking too far ahead. It's something that I can control. I'm now allowed to go out and play golf, which was fantastic. And it certainly lifts my mood. So my message to you on this Monday morning, and as we start this brand new week, is to try and lift any sort of negative feelings that you might be feeling into positive ones, and focus on small goals, focus on positives and things that you are looking forward to, and have at the back of your mind this thought that yes, we're feeling a bit negative at the moment and we're finding things all a bit tough, but this situation that we all find ourselves will end, and we will all be back to school, and things will all go back to normal that we will remember. And when that happens, they will be even more enjoyable and even more sweeter. And that is the thing that, or the aspect that I really want you to focus on. So I hope you all have a wonderful week and really get stuck into your home learning and enjoy that alongside all the other activities that I am sure that you are going to get up to. Do remember to keep sending in your art birds for Mrs. Easterbrook if you'll play a musical instrument. I'm really looking forward to seeing this virtual concert that Mr. Page is coming together. So do video yourselves doing playing your musical instruments and certain pieces. And thank you to those of you that have sent in juggling videos and gardening videos. I'm really enjoying seeing those and seeing the things that you are doing at home. So stay positive, keep smiling, and have a wonderful week. And I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday for our next celebration assembly.